Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. I just wanted to come on and say hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday morning. And even if you're not having a wonderful Monday morning, you can change that at any moment. It's a really good exercise to just think about the things that you're grateful for. And I know I say that all the time, and people are like, oh, that doesn't work. You're not thinking hard enough. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, when you are focused on what you have to be grateful for, it makes the challenges in life a lot less impactful on you. Good morning, A Steel 928. So I just wanted to come on and say good morning and do my morning gratitude. This morning, I am grateful. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for my heart's ability to beat without me having to do anything. You know, we all, I think, really take that for granted. Good morning, Black Barbie doll. I think that we all have a tendency to take for granted our heartbeat, which is something that just naturally occurs. We don't have to put any intention. We don't have to put any effort into it. And it's something that really sustains our life. So I'm very, very grateful for my heartbeat this morning. I'm grateful for my ability to control and nurture my heartbeat with my breath by taking deep breaths in and out. I am grateful for the fact that when I do take deep breaths, I am in more control of my mind and the thoughts that I'm experiencing. I'm really grateful for all of the experiences I've had in my whole entire life. They brought me to the point where I am right now. And where I am right now is just completely satisfied. I am completely happy. I feel really safe and secure in the world with God. I know that my source of happiness and my source of peace and my source of even prosperity does not come from other people. It comes from God, and it comes from the God that is within me that I have access to tap into at any moment. So I am grateful that the Creator has created us with that ability to tap in to that creative source at any time. Yes, God. I'm grateful that I enjoy sweating. I'm grateful that I enjoy working out. I'm grateful that I enjoy writing, and I'm grateful that I am an excellent communicator in terms of my verbiage and the way that I can relate and connect to people. And I'm grateful that even in the ways that I may not have everything in order or may not be the best, or even where I have flaws, that I still have the capacity and the ability to change those things and to grow and to evolve. So that's my morning gratitude today. Hopefully, much blessings to you as well. Hopefully, you can come up with your own morning gratitude. I like to do a gratitude in the morning and in the evening. I have some different projects in the works that I'm super excited about. I'm just so grateful to be following my intuition and my divine purpose and path. And I'm grateful to be in a place in my life where I have the ability and the capacity to impact other people. And I'm grateful that I take that seriously and that I'm not taking it for granted. And see, this is why I'm grateful for the internet. Like, I'm grateful that I could be sitting here in my driveway in Durham, North Carolina, and be having a conversation with someone in the UK. Like, yes, God, thank you for technology. We need to be, I think that's another thing we tend to take for granted is technology. Like, we can really tap into some of the negative parts of technology and getting caught up in comparing ourselves and competing with other people and, just being really critical. And I think it's really important to really take a time out to recognize and realize how fortunate we are, how blessed we are to have access to this wonderful tool, and just like with anything else, you have to pick and choose what you want to align with. Yes, God. Yes, girl. Hey, A Steel 928. Yes, girl. It's a really good deal. I plan on doing it on Mondays for a while. So definitely go ahead and get your orders in today. I am really, really excited about the direction that my business is moving to. I'm actually going to be launching a new platform for my online store very soon. It's just finishing up the final details. So I'm excited about that, and I'm moving over to Shopify, so I'm going to be able to tag my products right in the post. You can just click right on my post and go right to the item in my store. So I'm excited about that. Yes, God. But yeah, so everybody have an amazing morning. I'm on my way to kickboxing right now, which I really enjoy, and I hope that you have. Thank you so much, Black Barbie doll. I'm loving you too. Phoenix. I've never been to Phoenix. I would love to come out there and see what it's all about. I know it's hot, but I don't mind hot. I like the sun. So yes, yes, God, I think that's it. And girl, I'm coming. Don't say that, because I be on a flight, girl. I like to travel. Obviously, I like to travel. But yeah, I'm so excited. I have a few announcements coming up. I have some really awesome things in the works, and I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm so thankful for all of the people that I'm aligned with here on Instagram who really support me and who really give me feedback that I am making a difference in their lives. And trust and believe that you're making a difference in my life as well. You know, I don't really like to call myself a healer. As far as healing goes, I don't like to refer to myself as a healer. The only person that I'm healing is myself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a capacity, and everybody is responsible for healing their own selves. So I am not healing you, okay? I am providing guidance and maybe insight and helping to facilitate your own personal healing, but you're the only one that can heal yourself. And you know, I think that when people refer to themselves as healers, what they should be referring to is the fact that they have been able to heal themselves, and in sharing that healing journey, they're able to impact and inspire and motivate other people to heal themselves as well. So I'm just so grateful for all of the connections that I have, whether in person or through the internet, that really edify me, because even in sharing my own testimony and my own stories, I'm healed through that. So, you know, healing is, I'm so grateful to the Creator for the healing energy, because healing energy is just contagious. You know, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. There's no such thing as any experience or any trauma being in vain. Remember that. There is no such thing. Any trauma, any experience, any pain, any excitement, any bliss, any joy that you've experienced has never been in vain. It doesn't matter, you know, what the outcome was, because you don't know what the outcome is. You're still alive. So we can't go assigning outcomes to things. You know what I mean? Time is infinite, and time is not linear. Although we have the perception and we think that it is, it's not. And the story is not over. The outcome is not complete until we are no longer here breathing. And it's still not complete, but that's a whole nother issue for another time. But yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes this morning to come and connect with me. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm really, really just feeling so inspired, and really feeling confident, and really feeling sure about the direction that I'm going in. And I'm grateful for you know, this period of, I kind of feel isolated a little bit right now. I feel like, and I notice that's what happens when you're in the process of like a real active level up or evolution. You know, it tends to kind of sometimes become uncomfortable. You know, you can start to not really be vibing with the same people you were vibing with anymore. You can, you know, start to really value and put a real priority on your alone time. You know what I mean? Because you can't let anybody, like when you're in that mode, and when you're creating, and when you're like being inspired, and when you're coming up with different ideas, and you're implementing things, you have to be very mindful to protect your energy. You have to be mindful to protect your energy at all times, but especially when you're in that mode, because you don't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you're taking that opportunity. And so sometimes connections, relationships, romantic, friendships, whatever, sometimes those things can waver, and sometimes they wax and wane, and sometimes, you know, they sever completely and permanently. However, at the end of the day, that's why it's so important to cultivate that relationship with yourself and to have that self-love and that happiness, because just because you're alone doesn't mean that you have to be lonely. You know what I mean? We have God like all up, off and through inside of us. So we really don't have an excuse to be lonely. If we are lonely or we're feeling a certain type of way, that's something that we need to address within ourselves. And it's okay to go to God and surrender and be like, you know what, God? I don't know what's going on. I feel completely lost right now. I'm really sad. I'm feeling really depressed. Whatever the case may be, it's okay to have a conversation with God. Ask God, God, I need your help right now. I'm not feeling all the way up right now. I'm not feeling positive. I'm not feeling optimistic. I'm feeling like shit's hitting the fan. I need for you to come on in and give me some clues, give me some guidance, show me what's really good. Because, you know what I mean? Because nobody can be on 10. Nobody can be all the way up all the time. Just like anything else with life, there's cycles. It's up and down. It's ebbs and flows. You know what I mean? So don't ever feel like just because you might not be feeling 100%, happy and joyful and optimistic for one day or even a week, that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's an opportunity. It is an opportunity for you to dig deep, to go inside, to figure out what are the things that are that. And I just wrote a blog post about something that I coined called subconscious cells. And so my theory is that the subconscious is like a big, huge cell inside of us that really makes up 90% of us energetically. And so that's the place where we manifest from. So when we're looking at that 90% place that we manifest from, called our subconscious, we have little cells and pockets that make up that entire thing. And a lot of times the traumas and the pain that we've experienced in childhood and adolescence, even in our 20s or 30s, whatever. I mean, shit, I just had some trauma last week. You know what I'm saying? Those things, unless we allow ourselves to feel them and to really process them, they're going to remain a part of that entire subconscious, and we are going to continue to manifest that. So I know a lot of times we say, oh, I don't have to deal with that. I don't have time for that. That's old news. That was like 5 years ago. I'm over it. No, you're not. Like sometimes if you haven't really fully allowed yourself to fully be vulnerable and express and get things out and get things off of your chest, it's still in there. It may not be at the forefront of your conscious mind all day, every day, but it's still in your subconscious and it's still affecting the way that things are showing up in your life. That's why it's very important to carve out time to deal with those things. It's very important to honor yourself enough to say, you know what? I need to look at the parts of me that are not healed. I need to look at the parts of me that have not forgiven yet. I need to look at the parts of me that are still holding on to resentment. And I need to go ahead and really go and dive headfirst into that and feel that and allow myself to be sad, allow myself to be depressed, allow myself to feel like a victim, allow myself to really go all the way there, because when we don't allow ourselves to do that, we are energetically holding on to it, and by just the laws of the universe, we're going to continue to attract that to us. So it's important to really make sure you're scrubbing your subconscious cells and being mindful of your subconscious cells and being mindful of the patterns and the programs that are within you, deep within you. Like I just did a blog post about my father, and I didn't really have a great relationship with my father. For a long time I felt abandoned. I had abandonment issues. I was, a people pleaser. I wanted people to like me. I was attracting men who were emotionally unavailable. I was attracting men that I kind of felt like I had to prove myself to. And that was all because I never really took the time to allow myself to, number one, acknowledge the fact that I was angry at my father. Okay. I didn't even want to acknowledge it. My thing was, oh, well, I never had it, so I can't miss what I never had. Defense mechanism. You know what I mean? And once I was able to acknowledge it and really allow myself to get angry and get hurt and really go into those quote unquote negative feelings, and that's the other thing, it's all relative. Feelings are not negative. Feelings are feelings. They are what they are. You know what I mean? Everything is useful. Everything has value. But once I allow myself to really go and express and be vulnerable to my own self and feel that, I was able to release it, and I was able to say, you know what? I cannot take personally or internalize another person's actions. Not gonna do it. Not going to do it. And that's something that I spent a large part of my adult life doing, taking personal and internalizing other people's actions. Other people's actions are a reflection of their own subconscious. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So you got to be mindful too of yourself and how you're treating other people and the way you're showing up in the world, because you're reflecting your subconscious. At the same time, people really play their hands all the time, and it doesn't matter how you do anything is how you do everything. The things that you're saying, the things that you're expressing, even comments on my timeline, like, I'll be like, oh, okay, so now I see what issues you have, because it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important to be honest and be mindful of that, because honesty and mindfulness are the first steps to healing. That's the bottom line. You got to be honest, you got to be real, you got to be authentic, and you have to be willing and have an intention that, hey, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this about myself. I want to change this about myself. There's something wrong here. I'm not good. This is not just the way I am. I don't like this about myself. This is not the way I am. Exactly. Self-awareness. But yeah, I went off on a tangent as usual because that's just what I do. So yeah, I just wanted to almost dropped that. No God. And I'm holding it so far out because when I go back and save this video and try to edit it, like usually my head is cut off. And can I tell y'all, I did not appreciate my barber doing this bowl cut. I look like Jim Carrey, y'all. Like, don't do that to me again. I'm gonna have to make sure it's, because when he asked me did I want points, I thought he was talking about points, like on the side of my, I wasn't talking about point, like, really, sir? No, God, I have to make sure that I'm very clear next time. But anyways, so I love you all. Thank you so much for spending time and listening to me. I hope you have an amazing Monday and rest of the week. Again, quick plug, there's 20% off today. I set the code to expire tonight at midnight. Actually 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's midnight PST. So and I am excuse me, moving over. So the code is Monday Fun Day. Also I'm going to be moving over to Shopify very soon with my online store. So international orders will be accepted. So I'm really excited about that as well. So yes, God, thank you so much. Thank you for your light. Thank you for vibing with me and connecting with me. And thank you for showing up and reflecting me, because we are always a reflection of what we're attracting. And I really appreciate all of you so much. I really, really, really do. I'm so grateful for Instagram, for providing this platform for us to connect with one another. And I'm just so grateful. Like, I'm so grateful for all of the things that I've gone through, even the painful things, because those things empowered and enabled me to become that much stronger, and then also to help to guide and inspire people on their painful things that they've experienced. And it really gives me the perspective now to know that, pain often pre-qualifies you for your purpose, and that's real. And it's all about the way you look at it. And that's what perspective alchemy is about, really utilizing your perspective as the gift and the powerful tool that it is, because it's extremely powerful, and whether you believe in it or not, whether you believe in manifestation, whether you whatever, it doesn't change the fact that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say that I don't believe in trees. Does that change the fact that I'm surrounded by trees? No. So, it's just, like I said, being honest, being mindful, being aware. Yes, God, thank you so much. So I'll probably come back on a little bit later today to chat. And I want to go ahead and get over to my kickboxing so I can get it in and get my sweat on and get myself revved up. I have a bit of work to do today, and I'm grateful. I'm excited. So have an amazing Monday, have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you soon.